Welcome back to Chronically Off Topic.
A kind of deep, kind of dumb podcast.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Megan.
Hi.
Hey! It's been a busy week. I haven't seen you.
Oh my gosh, it's been such a busy week. But we did have time to watch.
Oh my God. Yesterday, she texted me and just says, watch Unknown Caller?
Unknown number.
A catfish story.
A high school catfish story.
And like, she didn't tell me anything about it. She said, watch it. And I was like, whatever. So I start watching
So, spoiler alert.
This is a spoiler.
If you have not seen it,
Skip
forward.
ahead. Skip ahead.
And you need to watch it because it's a really good watch. But this is your last warning. Skip ahead if you haven't watched it and you're going to.
I do just want to start off by saying when I started watching it, for some reason, my TV made it in German. So it was like German accents. And then I put the closed captioning on in English. But I was like, why is this in Germany? They feels like they're in the US at like a regular. And then she's like, no, it's something. Just fix your TV. Anyway, so I started watching it.
And who wants to read a movie?
I don't like to read movies.
Yeah,
I don't like to
I
read
always
movies.
watch movies with like closed captions on just to reference if I like
Totally.
miss it.
I do that too.
But to sit and actually read a movie?
No, thanks. I think there's this movie, Parasite or something, that like won a bunch of awards, but you have to read it, and I just refuse to read movies.
Yeah.
But I always have closed captioning because I feel like if I look away, all of a sudden they start speaking in like gibberish, and I'm like, wait, what? And
yeah.
then the least I can catch up and read. But
that's ADHD.
So that's 100% ADHD. So yesterday I'm sitting, baby's asleep on me. I put this on. I'm watching it. Two things. By the time I finished watching this, it's like a documentary, right?
It's a documentary.
Okay. I had clenched my jaw so tight. It hurt. I had to like stretch it out because I was so upset.
Yeah, I was watching it when JD was taking a nap, and I was like this. I was like, oh, and I was like, are you what? Like, ah, like I
exactly what I was doing over here. I was blown away. So within the first 5 minutes of this, it's basically like, I guess, quick synopsis of it is a girlfriend, boyfriend are dating. They're like, what, 14? They're freshmen in high school. They're dating. They're like the cute couple, right? They've known each other for a couple years or been dating for a couple years. And they start getting a random text from someone that's like, Owen's going to break up with you.
And it was like 2 texts or something.
And it was like a 3-way. So both both people were in it, and this random number that neither of them had in their phones.
Right.
And it was like, Owen's going to break up with you. And they were like, we don't know this person. Their parents were like, ignore it. It's probably someone playing a joke on you or jealous. And so.
But it was like 3 texts, and then it stopped. And then it kept going like later on.
Right. It resumed.
Picked up. And it was going on for like almost
22 months. 22 months this happened. And
it wasn't just like bullying. Like, let's make this very clear. It was like sexual harassment. It was stalking.
100% sexual harassment.
It was like to the point, like quite literally, the person literally said, kill yourself to this teenager.
To this 14-year-old girl.
And you want to know who the fuck it was?
Before we say, going back. So I'm watching, and it's these texts, and they did stop after a while. But in the beginning, I was thinking, this has to be one of the parents that like doesn't like that these young kids are like so in love, right?
You really did?
I thought within the first 5 minutes of this documentary, I thought this got to be one of the parents. Probably the girls.
Before it got crazy.
So I'm saying in the very beginning when it was like someone's texting that they're like going to break up, I'm like, it has to be a parent that doesn't like their daughter. That's like, okay, something might happen. And then when they started saying like these texts were like very inappropriate and like sexual assault, it was like telling the girl, and one, it was really picking on the girl. It was like, you're ugly, no one likes your flat out, and it was horrible. And then it was like, kill yourself. I'm like, okay, well, it can't be a parent, it has to be someone at school, it has to be someone, it had to be.
But it was
the motherfucking the girl's mom was texting her for 22 months that everyone hates her, that she's no one
anorexic, that her hair's ugly, that
the mom was telling her own daughter this.
Her 15-year-old daughter, telling her 15-year-old daughter that she wasn't giving her boyfriend enough blowjobs or any at the, like, what?
I was shook. I couldn't believe that. I really am still like flabbergasted that this is the mom.
I saw so many takes on it. Someone saying like she has to have like multiple personality disorder.
Well, she's like, I was a different person. I'm like, a fucking monster.
Well, like, I think she was like, I saw a really good take on it. I wish I would have paid more attention to it, but it was like she's just carrying different personas. So apparently like it was just like a really small town and everyone knew each other, everyone knew the vibe, and they were like transplants, like they had just moved there, so she was just trying to fit in. So she was trying,
so fucked up way to fit in,
crazy. So she had like, you know, she was trying to become friends with the moms, and then she was trying, like, I don't know, okay, I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this, but just to say that this woman is very, very fucking mentally ill. I saw someone say that it's like a online version of Munchausen by proxy.
That's exactly. So that was kind of popping up. I was like, so basically the mom is tormenting her daughter all day, and the daughter comes home every day from school crying about this, and then the mom's comforting her. So I'm like, it literally is Munchausen by proxy via texting bullying. Like it was, I mean, crazy. The FBI got involved, and then when she got caught, she was like, oh.
Dude, the way I was fuming when she was
holding her daughter.
Oh, the way I wanted to be like, get I was like, off of her.
She acts like she cares now after she's the poor girl is like so confused because the daughter's like, that's my mom, but also confused. She's the one that's tormenting me and
but you
saying
can tell
I'm ugly.
She's sitting there and she's like conflicted.
She can't process. She's 14. Also, did you notice how much alcohol was on the table behind there?
That was wild.
I was like, no wonder she's got 55 personalities.
A whole dining room table just.
They're like, we don't have any money. I'm like, there's thousands of dollars. It was crazy. And then also at the end, she was trying so also the way this documentary goes is like the mom's in it talking the whole time, so you didn't think that she's the one that did it. And then at the end, she said something ridiculous like, well, a lot of people get DUIs, but like you've probably driven drunk and not got caught. So like what I've done is no different. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What was that?
Bro, and then she's all defending herself that she wasn't the first few messages. It was someone else. Yeah. Come the fuck on.
The mom admitted to sending 16,998 text messages, but not the full 17,000. And I'm like, what does that get you? And like police are like, yeah, a lot of people like to admit to something, but like deflect something. I'm like, the first two is wild that you're going to say. I didn't send the first two, but I
did.
I sent the kill yourself one, but not the Owen's gonna break up with you. I'm like, what is your fucking? I'm mad. I'm still angry. So she's like, watch this, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. I had to talk to my husband. I was like, you have to listen to this. You're not gonna watch it, but like, I'm getting shaky because I'm so angry. I
can't believe it, dude. And then at the end, the poor girl still says, "I still love her."
Well, yeah, because that's her mom. Of course,
that goes to show how not well, but I guess. How she abused her to the point that she's able to manipulate this poor girl to think that she still needs her mom in her life.
I was like, no, you don't. I'm like, her dad seems really like supportive, and I think the parents get divorced. The dad, I think, was really upset.
They had to have because she was keeping.
Also, she was like not working. Obviously, if someone sends 17,000 texts, like that's a lot of harassing messages, like 50 a day, like. Oh my God.
But like to tell your daughter to kill yourself. Like I don't like and
then she tried to say, I know her well enough to know she wouldn't. You don't know what's going on in her little mind. I'm so mad. I'm still mad.
There's no excuse to any of this. And then she totally is a child predator. 100% is in love with the kid.
I think she was in love with Owen because the reason I think this is because when Owen started dating that girl from another city, she immediately started texting the girl and the girl's mom. So I'm like, she's in love with Owen.
Which is also like why she was trying to put that twist on it, that she had trauma from her childhood and she never got over it. But I'm sorry if you do something because of your trauma, that does not make you any less guilty for what you did.
I feel like people no, it's not an excuse. People always say like hurt people. Bullshit. Hurt people also don't hurt people. They try to heal. They try to be protection and supportive. They don't. It like doesn't compute to like a mom doing that to her daughter.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't compute to me, and it's
Well, her cousin was saying too, like she's the type of person that if like you and I are having a conversation, she'll be dancing in the corner.
Center of attention. She's a narcissist,
which is exactly why she's been on the documentary. Like, why else would she be on it?
To fool us. I saw a take on it that was like, what, this was kind of like done in like a goofy way that like they were kind of like messing with us. I'm like, I think they were just trying to like tell the story from a different angle, but also that mom wanted to be involved. She wanted to be telling her story. She wanted to defend herself with some stupid DUI analogy. Yeah. I'm like, I think it's better if you get a DUI than torment your child. I think
it's wild. I think everyone definitely commits crimes while driving, but no one, not any normal person bullies their own child for fucking years.
No, absolutely not. And I think it's inexcusable. And I think she got 19 months. And I said that's bullshit.
It's bananas.
It kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you ever watched. It's like a movie about a real story, and it was this girl. It was in Massachusetts. I can't remember it, but the girlfriend of this suicidal teen. She keeps encouraging him, like, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? And he finally, like, does take his own life. And they ended up charging her with, like, manslaughter, I believe. Yeah, or, like, like she knew he was suicidal and she egged him on because whatever reason in her mind. And I think she also got something around 19 months, which might be, like, the max for something like this. But it's, like, it doesn't feel long enough.
No.
I don't know.
I feel like that should be some type of, like, attempted murder that the mom got.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what if she did, though? Like, she acts like she knows her daughter so well. But what if she did kill herself? Because you egged her on.
But then that'd be like the perfect scenario for her, because then it would be, oh my God, my daughter killed herself.
Because you bullied her to death.
Right. Ugh. Which is like again, it's all just fucking mental illness. It's just like fucking Gypsy Rose shit.
That's exactly what I was also thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same. It was same, but different.
So yesterday I was like really upset all day. Yeah. And my like jaw hurt because I was like, I guess I clench unknowingly when I'm like upset. And I
like
was
me and my feet.
Yeah, you're like curling your toes over there. I'm like, are you okay?
Matthew enlightened me that apparently Eminem was also a victim of Munchausen by proxy.
Really? I didn't
know. In one of his songs, he showed me the music video. He talks about that, about how his mom used to like keep him sickly and at home so that he would never leave and would like poison him and stuff.
Explains why he hates women. I never put that together. I just thought he had a bad childhood, but I didn't know.
No, like actually his mom like for realsies abused him, like Gypsy Rose. And this poor girl.
And look, he didn't hurt his daughter. He turned out to be an amazing dad to his daughter.
Yeah.
And now a grandfather.
Well, I mean, cute. That's what you hope for, right? Is to like be the change you want to see.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Normal people.
That's why I don't like someone that's hurt is gonna hurt. No, they don't always. No. That's a choice.
Yeah.
A bad choice. So
right.
Yeah, that really messed up my day yesterday, not gonna lie. I was really upset. Although then I texted my best friend, I'm like, watch this. I need everyone to know how
let me ruin your day too.
It's just so messed up.
It was crazy. I didn't see it coming.
I need to watch Blackfish to cheer myself up. No, I'm just kidding.
That's better?
Just a documentary. That's the only documentary I could think of.
Blackfish is very depressing.
It is depressing. I watched it way too many times. Something not depressing. We have exciting news. We got fan mail. And she's laughing because we were all like, oh my God, someone messaged us. And they requested us to do like a bit on the podcast.
But like genuinely, I think this person's just fucking with us.
Oh, they are just. No, 100% they are.
Because it wasn't like, I'm going to send you this email and I'm going to give you this idea. I'm going to give you everything in one like email. It was like, I'm going to bait you first and I'd say, oh, I have an idea for you. Wait for you to respond.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, we love you. And then we were like, thanks. Because like we figured we should be nice and respond to our fan.
Right.
And then
because we love our fans.
Duh. And then the next one was like, you should do this idea. I'd love to see it. And we're like, tell us more. And then the idea.
It's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my whole fucking life. I don't even care. I'll say it.
It was like sit facing each other and plug each other's noses.
Plug each other's noses and then do whoever makes
for 8 minutes. It was like it
was like ask questions that you can answer for us to get to know you, but then while you're talking, whoever lets go of the other person's nose first has to do a dare.
So we were being fucked with, and
we just ignored it.
So anyway, we're about to do this, so move the chairs.
So here we are. Hurry, get off the ground.
My nose is all ready for you.
Fuck no, dude.
I was like, oh wow, we're being baited
and then
over here.
Come to find out, this individual has emailed us 2 more times.
We just stopped looking at the messages. We're like, never mind.
Yeah. But, so
that was at first it was like a roller coaster. We were like, oh, and then we're like, ah, shit.
Like they have to be fucking with us, right? And listen, if you're a kid and you're watching this, don't watch this. First of all, if this is who you are messaging us, because I feel like that's the only type of person that would ask us to do that thing, right? Don't watch this if you're a child. Second of all, if you're an adult and you came up with that, stupid. If you're being genuine, that's stupid.
We're not doing it. Sorry,
we're not doing it.
But yeah, it was a little, we were like excited. And they were like, they're just messing with us.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it was fun to think that people care.
You can just like us or follow us on our social. Well, that would be fun too.
That would be fun.
More
My
fun.
mom thinks that they're the type of person that like does this to several little creators and then they make a video of the stupid shit they make people do. And then
they're like, look, they did it. Oh yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
That would make sense. But we're not. So,
yeah.
I was texting my brother last night and he was telling me that you guys watched one of my favorite movies.
Oh, we haven't even finished it. I only got halfway.
Okay. Oh man, now I don't know if halfway. Did you see a part about appetizing looking food by chance? Damn it. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're
wait, at the aunt house?
Yes, Aunt May's house. Did you see that part?
I did, but I wasn't paying attention to the food.
Okay, that's like you know how? Hold on. You know the Roman Empire thing where people ask like, "What's your Roman Empire?" Like
One
something.
Second. The movie is Twister. The original
I said Twister.
Did we?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Twister, the original with Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt.
Okay. Anyway, what were you saying?
You know that like Roman Empire question that was going around where someone was like in a locker room asking like how often do men think about the Roman Empire, and they're like often, and I'm like well, it kind of like spiraled into like how often is there something that like you think about that lives rent free in your head. The scene in Twister where they're at Aunt May's house after like the one big twister and they're eating steak and eggs in that cast iron pan and it's sizzling and the gravy and the potatoes, like I think about that like way more often than I would like to admit. And I mean, I'm always like, Jake,
You
we
need
need
to go to Aunt May's.
Oh, Aunt May's, yeah, I do. I just want to like bust out our skillet and make a big T-bone with some eggs and the grease, and it just
that does sound bomb.
Yes, but you didn't even know, like that's my favorite part of the movie. I think almost that. And
no, I think I don't remember.
Are you liking it so far?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I love it. The new Twisters I don't love it as much as the old one. I think the original is bomb.
What other foods do you? For me, it's the Alice in Wonderland cookies. Have you seen
Alice
in Wonderland?
I've never seen Alice in Wonderland.
You're such a loser.
Hey, you've seen less movies than I have, just like apparently the wrong ones. But yeah, I've never seen it.
I've seen all the Disney movies.
Is there like the remake with Johnny Depp too?
There is.
Is that
the
do you like that one or the original?
Have you seen the? I like Johnny Depp a lot. I think I like the live action a lot. They're different. They're not.
I like him as an actor. I like pretty much most things he does.
They're different. It's not like I feel like the live action is a little more creepy, and then Disney's Disney. But have you seen the Goofy movie?
No.
Oh my god, the pizza from the Goofy movie. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Every time I watch that, I just get hungry because it's just like food everywhere. Or like, I'm trying to think of other food in movies. No, that's it. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball and Twister. All I want is some steak and eggs every time I watch Twister.
Steak and eggs.
I think about it often. Is there anything not food related though that like lives rent free in your head that you think about more than you'd like to admit to us today?
Like movie wise?
No, just like anything. Like also like something like the Silver Springs version, or the version that Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham did in 1997, where she's like piercing into his soul. I often think about that song and that performance.
Yeah, I don't really think I have anything off the top of my head that I think about. You put me on the spot here.
That's
I have to think a lot. You see, my brain is constantly like going like a million miles an hour, so I can't just pull something out.
There's 50 tabs open right now.
Yeah, I have to go through the tabs.
Well, you think about it. If it comes to you, it's fine. Or next week you can
tell
us.
Speaking of your brother, my husband, last night when I was putting our son to bed, I realized we were out of milk. So I was like, hey, can you go get some milk for the kid, please? So he goes and he comes back and he goes, I'm never going to that freaky ass Fry's again. And I was like, what the hell happened at the Fry's? And he goes, I got hit on. And I was like, what? I was like, you did? I was like,
what's his name? No, I'm just kidding.
I said, what did she say? And he goes, it was a man.
Oh, I was right. I didn't even know. I was just kidding.
You're so right. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And he's like, yeah. He goes, he just came up to me. He just came up to me and said, sir, I just have to tell you, you are really handsome. And walked away.
Wow. Hey, a compliment's a compliment. I don't care where it comes from.
That might be our perspective, but he was pissed.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I think it's the earrings.
What does he only have one or two? No, he has two. Because doesn't one maybe say he wants a man to compliment him?
Right. So
but
that
he has
kind
two.
of came up in conversation. Which ear is it? There's one ear.
I think it's like a left producer. Do we know?
And is it still a thing?
I don't know. I think it's kind of faded out because I think it's.
I remember that being a thing.
Back in the day, it was like the way to know like this man is gay. He's got the one earring in the one ear, but
like who decided that?
I don't know.
And like does everyone know that? What if someone did it on accident?
It's kind of like pineapples. Remember when we were explaining to my parents the other day about pineapple? I actually learned about it recently, but then I wanted to make sure my parents knew and like everyone I know knows that like if you're shopping and you have a pineapple in your cart and like just a pineapple, that indicates you want to swing. And I'm like, what? What if you just like pineapple? I'm allergic, thank God.
Well, it's like to
swinging and pineapples.
Well, it's like a very specific thing. Like you got to put the pineapple upside down in the top part of your cart.
Yeah. And my parents always buy it, so I wanted to tell them because I didn't want them accidentally just like shopping and like someone coming up and they're like, what is happening?
When I told my dad about that, my dad has a very thick Mexican accent and he was like, oh my God. And then he was going around and we'd be walking at the stores. He'd be like, they've got pineapple over there. He'd be like, and then he started sending me pictures of him zooming in on carts. I'm like, this woman, pineapple.
That's awesome. They're probably like, hey, he's taking pictures. He's interested. No.
It like consumed him for like a while.
Well, like when you find out something like that, then it's like you want to make sure, like, have I ever been carrying around a pineapple upside down on accident? Like, well, I wouldn't because I'm allergic, but
yeah. And then for a while he told my mom, he goes, we can't be buying any more pineapples.
He's like, canned only. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, it's like, Dad, as long as that's not the only thing in your cart, you'll be fine.
So don't go to the fruit section first and buy pineapple. Like, make sure it's the last. Like, it's like, who knows? I'm not knowing. I didn't know all these things either. So I just want to like share the information so that nobody is. And like, also, I think pineapples are very popular for like summertime. There's like pineapple plates and cups and things, pineapple. And but don't be shopping. It'll apparently have that creepy fries. I was trying to
the other day when I came over, you had a friend over and she was in a car that I've never seen her drive before, and then the plate had pineapples on it, and the first thing out of my mouth when I walked in, I was like, hey, I didn't know you drove a swinger van out there.
Still to this, I didn't realize what you meant by that. I was like, swinger van? I'm like, how is a Honda swinger? I didn't know that was the thing, but now it makes sense.
It had pineapple license plates.
Now it makes sense. I was like, what? I was just trying to think of, back to Matthew getting hit on. I'm trying to think, have you ever been hit on at that Fry's or shopping or
at that specific Fry's? No, but the other day that we were shopping, we all went shopping, the three of us, and I was picking out a watermelon, and some guy just comes up to me and he's like, yeah, he goes, you gotta, and he just like starts making helping conversation, you? Like, yeah, and Matthew looks at him and then
he's like, I'm the husband, I'm here, I don't need
like
your help.
He walks away and Matthew was like, what the? And I was like, Matthew, he was just, it's fine, he was just talking
Men
to
always
me.
Trying to help me with my melons.
But then we were in the bread aisle, and then another man struck up conversation with me over bread.
What did your shirt say? Talk to me? Help me?
I know. And then Matthew looks at me and he goes, I'm never taking you grocery shopping.
Or he's never going to let you go by yourself again because now you're getting help. That's funny. What were you wearing? No, I'm just kidding.
Probably just a t-shirt. Probably just this exact outfit.
That's funny.
But yeah, it has. I mean, I've got hit on at work once. Just talking about that recently. Right. A few times.
Man or woman?
Here and there. Always men. Thank God.
Thank God. I'm trying to think. I'm like, I think I used to get hit on at a Circle K by like, because it was the one closest to the college, and I would always stop in there to get coffee, and the guy like would wave me through the line a lot and let me just have the coffee, and I was like, and then one day I actually had to get up to the line and pay, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I was like, well, thanks for waving me through. He's like, yeah, you seem like you're in a rush. I didn't want to like, oh, no, thanks. I was considerate of you. And
oh my God, I'm getting a Charlie horse. Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's happening live. We're going to leave this in because this is what I heard in La Jolla. This is what I heard in La Jolla. Do it.
Oh my God.
Can you see why I thought these were sex noises?
No.
This is awesome. I would get you a banana for potassium, but I think it's too late. The Charlie horses happen.
Oh my God. That
this
hurt.
Is brief intermission while Maria.
Holy crap, we'll be back. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna cut this. You're gonna cut this.
No, you're not.
Yes,
maybe the standing.
Are.
No, this is perfect. Now everyone knows what a Charlie horse is like in your world.
Just that part where I said we'll be back. We'll cut it. Yes! I don't want my whole ass on YouTube. It's a good ass, but I don't want everyone looking at it.
I think we should leave it.
You're fucking bananas.
Can we leave when you were sitting at least? Because
yes,
that was funny.
When I said cut this.
Okay.
We'll be back. When I said we'll be back. Holy fucking shitballs. You remember what you were talking about?
Getting hit on. Oh, my coffee story.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's perfect. I'm so happy that happened. I planned that.
For fuck's sake, we're back. Jesus Christ.
What? That was
Christ.
I'm so sorry about that, but it was kind of, I'm glad it happened so you guys could see.
I felt it coming and I was like, oh, and I couldn't control it.
It hurts.
Ow!
So before the Charlie horse, I think I was saying, so I think sometime I can remember being hit on in like a store kind of thing was the Circle K, and he just always would like wave me through and let me get my coffee for free. And then finally, like I ended up like talking to him when I had to go pay, and I was like, thanks for letting me have free coffee every now and then. That's cool.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, like you're cute. I'm like, oh boy, here it is. And I'm like, I have a boyfriend. I was preparing, like, I have a boyfriend. I need to tell you, like, don't think. And he's like, so can I get your number? I was like, no, I have a boyfriend. And then he goes, well, my wife doesn't care. And I was like, oh. So then I had to change Circle K's. He had to ruin a good thing, and now I never got free coffee again.
I feel like I get catcalled often at Circle K's. There's something about
they are pretty. That's why I've chosen QT as my preferred method, or Costco. I try not to step foot in a Circle K unless it's dire need because it feels sketchy.
Yeah, blue collar men can be.
I mean,
mine isn't.
That guy also had a swastika tattoo.
Oh,
so it was all bad. Nothing good about this whole situation, except for the free coffee in the beginning when it was fine. But yeah, then it became bad.
Gross.
Yes. Gross. I was like, okay, I have to change Circle K's. I have to drop out of college now. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's exciting for Matthew that he got hit on. And someday we'll figure out about the earrings if there's still a way, but that's just a compliment.
Yeah. And then all night I was like asking him about his boyfriend.
And I'm sure he didn't like that either.
No. But I mean, how do you not?
Oh, I would. I'm going to make fun of him next time I see him.
Of course. Tonight.
He's a beautiful man. Say that. I'd be like,
he is. Beautiful. He's a very good looking man.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
If I don't say so myself.
I'm not surprised that he got hit on. So.
Yeah. Which I asked him, I was like, have you ever actually been hit on by a girl? And he was like, no. I was like, so you married the only person that hit on you?
He's like, I'm committed.
There's no test in the water.
Me too, actually. So like me and him are very like, we know what we want and we commit. We're committable. I mean, Jake's like really my like first
everything
boyfriend after high school for sure. So I mean, I was 18 when we met. I had just graduated. So
but you had boyfriends before, Jake?
Yeah, but like high school boyfriends, like
but they don't really count.
Yeah, they don't really.
I'm Matthew's first everything.
Me too. Yeah, Jake is my first everything.
No, but like even like in high school.
Oh,
like meaningless relationships. Oh, yeah. Is what I was trying to say.
Well, like I said, we both know what we want and we committed to.
I guess so.
Look at us. I'm like, me and Jake didn't meet in high school, but like we met we probably met November-ish of right after I graduated and then like officially started dating in January of 2012. So
yeah.
So yeah, I had only been graduated for a little bit. It's cute. It's cute. I like it that way. Yeah. You don't need all the meaningless.
Me too. I'm too jealous.
Oh, yeah, because if he had a bunch of exes, you'd be
pissed. Just even the thought of him kissing another girl. Ooh!
Oh, yeah. That's probably safer for her.
Yes.
For her sake, because you'd be like...
Because I'm crazy.
She's like liking something on like Facebook. You're like, this...
Bro, there's some... Because my husband had a lot of friends that were girls just in general.
Yeah.
And there's some of them that still like some of his things. And I'm like...
You're like, hi, I'm here.
Yeah, I get a little bit like, what are you doing here?
Well, then it's good. Then there's no one else.
Well, I think my husband knows that I'm absolutely fucking insane. So if anyone even tried, I think for their sake, he would.
Well, that's why men have to hit on him, not even women. Like,
yeah, that's exactly it. Because they know. Because women know.
I don't know why this reminded me. Like last week, we talked about Love Island and how we were like, that was my whole July. I felt like was just obsessive about Love Island. At one point at dinner one night, you were like, I could never. No one would be able to visit me if I was on Love Island. Like, no, because like they have like the family visit. You're like, no one would support me. And I'm like, I would support you. I'm your girl. I'll support you.
Oh yeah, you would.
And then we're both like, oh wait, but like if you're on Love Island, you're single and trying to meet someone. You're already married. So yes, I guess if you were on Love Island, it would be a problem.
It would be an issue. And then Jake's on the corner. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to talk to her. And you're all, why?
And I'm like, oh yes. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just a girl's girl. I'm just trying to support you. But you can't go on Love Island. Anything else? You want to go on Family Feud, Jeopardy, whatever.
You'll be my support person.
I got you. I'll be like, you got this. But yeah, or Wheel of Fortune, but no Love Island. Sorry.
Damn it.
Just so you know.
Because it just made me think, who the hell? I mean, like, my parents would never support me on that type of show.
The show is literally you're in a bikini just drinking and making out with men.
It's super sexualized.
Or
like,
women.
I have no one, my point was, I have no one in my life that would be like, yeah, I'm going to go support you. But Megan would.
I was like, I'll support you if you want to put it all out there. I got you, girl. And then I was like, wait, though.
Fuck.
There's a little problem. You're married.
Or my husband's into pineapples.
Oh, but I don't know if that's what that show's about.
No, it's probably not.
Pineapples. That's like Kevin Hart, though. He's got a funny bit about pineapples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to pineapples. I've also introduced a new pillow to our set today. I felt like I blended in with the couch too much was because I wanted to wear green.
Well, the yellow was supposed to always be there and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, it's here today.
When you turned 21, did you go through a casino phase?
A little bit. I was pretty excited because my Nana was still alive at the time and she was like loved to go, like for her birthday, she loved to gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was really, I think mostly excited to go gambling with her because I thought it'd be fun. And it was fun. And I think I remember I turned 21 and she turned 93. And so that birthday like was so much fun at the casino.
Yeah.
And like when everyone else left for the night, like it was like 10:30, like the 93-year-old is still up gambling and everyone's like, we're going to bed. I'm like, wow. So we were up gambling. It was just like me, Jake, and Nana and gambling, and it was so much fun. And then afterwards, like we'd go on occasion to the casino. We really did go to Vegas a bunch. I think when I turned 21, I think we went to Vegas 4 times in 1 year because I was just like blown away by like I can gamble and walk around and drink and eat all the and people
drink
watching.
On sidewalks.
I know, outside it was fun. But people watching is probably one of my favorite activities, and Vegas is the funnest place for people watching. Even though I don't drink anymore, it's still going to be next time we end up in Vegas. I'm just going to be people watching.
Well, I think there's a lot of fun things you can do in Vegas without drinking.
Oh, I know. There's shows, things that we can actually go do now that we're not just drinking. Mm-hmm. So there's lots to do. It's just that was always the goal was gamble and drink. But now it'll be like shows or fun activities. So yeah,
when Matthew and I turned 21, we went through this crazy casino phase. We were always at the casino gambling. Like I blew so many of my paychecks at the casino. And then what's worse is that my parents were also in the thick of them loving the casino too. So
you're all there.
Yeah. So it's like I couldn't even get in trouble for being out late because I was with my parents.
You're like, I blew all my money. Can I get a loan?
I'm all dad. And my dad would give me more money. I had the most I've ever won gambling on a penny slot. I think I won like almost $500.
That's all. I was gonna say, what are the games you play?
What did I win on? Oh, her name is Heidi. It was a German one. They're all just like
the game is called Heidi?
I don't know what it's called, but
like, what are you betting on that has a name?
They're just penny slots. Like they're just the fun games that it's like they're all different themes and you just sit there and you hit the button and they sing and they dance.
Heidi, yeah.
Heidi's and her tits are hanging out and she's like jumping and she's like, you know
she's
what I'm
like
talking
in
about.
A German
with the beer
thingy.
Beer Stein.
Yeah. German.
And her name is Heidi and my dad called her his girlfriend. She always gave him money.
Sugar mama. Do you ever play games at tables, like card games or anything?
No, don't.
It's so nerve-wracking. The pressure.
And then don't you have to kind of put a good amount of money into play?
Well, no, some tables are like $5-10, so it's not crazy. But the stress comes from like blackjack, for instance. So there's like the way you sit at the table, like the first person to get dealt, like has to basically you're screwing the rest of the table up. If you just want to like double down or split or something and do it, if you don't do it, there's a way to play. You're screwing the people at the table. So like I prefer just playing like $1, like the slot or whatever. The penny one only bothers me because like I feel like you have to like bet like $1.50 or some weird number. So I just want to do like 1 or 3 or 5 even numbers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, wow, this is so sidetracked, but like reminds me of like if I'm in the car or like the TV, the volume has to be on like 20, 25, 30. If it can't be on 17 or 16, can't.
Increments of 5.
So I need it. So the betting, I'm always like $1, $2. It has to be whole numbers.
No, when we went to Vegas, we played Russian roulette, but we didn't even play on the table. We played the little machine.
Russian roulette?
I think that's not a game.
I'm so glad you're still here.
Wow, we played normal roulette. Holy fuck.
I'm so glad you made it out of that. That's dangerous. That's not a good game to play. Don't play Russian roulette.
You looked at me so concerning, and I had no idea what was going on.
I was like, I thought I had some wild Vegas experiences. You're playing Russian roulette with like a mob member. Holy fuck!
Listen, I owe a man money.
That's crazy. I would say back to Vegas. This is the scenic route today because we're all over the place. But I think the craziest thing that ever happened in Vegas was like one time, me and my husband always book like rooms with like 2 beds, 1 bed for like our suitcases and 1 bed for us. And because I think it's just better to have another, and like whatever the rooms are, it's either a king.
That is the oddest take I've ever heard in my whole life.
Really?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't
Hold on. Did you know that they have things that hold your suitcase specifically, like in the closets? You know those little things that you pull out?
That's not big enough for. You should see the suitcase I packed is bigger than these. They're huge, and I pack everything I own, and I will only wear like the same 4 black outfits. You know me.
You need a whole bed to put your fucking suitcase
Okay,
on.
I don't think the room costs any more. It's either a king or two queens.
You prefer to sleep on a queen
Yes.
as opposed to a king.
Yes, I do. On vacation, yeah, it's fine.
Hell no!
Yeah, we do. So this is fun. So you wouldn't do that.
No!
We have like our suitcase bed and like where we throw our clothes to like get ready. But yeah, we do that a lot. If you ever travel with us again, you'll see it. You come to our room. Why is there 2 beds? Not for swinging, for our suitcases.
Oh my god!
That's funny. It's fun that thing.
That's wild. That's wild.
Is that extra?
No, I just
Is it
think,
weird?
I have a lot of opinions. We're gonna glaze right past
All
it.
right.
We're gonna keep going. Go ahead.
This is great that you feel very strongly about it. So we have this in Vegas. I can't remember where we're staying. Maybe the Tropicana before they demolished it, which is sad. That's a great place. That's where I actually learned how to play cards at the table because there was no one there because it was quiet. And so the dealer really just helped me and it was fun.
We've only ever stayed at the Cosmo.
Oh, okay. That's fun. We used to stay at the Tropicana and then the Mirage, but I think they're also messing. Every hotel we stay at gets torn down.
Maybe you're the reason.
I guess so. I think they're turning it into like a Hard Rock Cafe instead of the Mirage, but whatever.
That's a big Hard Rock Cafe.
So anywho, we're in Vegas and, a day full of drinking ensues and then we're hungry. So we go to, what's that cake? Oh, the Cake Boss guy. He has a pizza place in Vegas and it's like there's slices everywhere. And
it's like his main thing right now.
Yeah. It's amazing. Also next to it, he has like a vending machine full of cake that you can select and it's like a 7-layer cake. And I'm like, that's wild. Also,
the rainbow one?
Yeah. In Vegas is just so great. Like everything is so extra. Like you can get shoes out of a vending machine, which makes sense.
Oh, for all the women that are walking 500 miles in heels?
Those dumb women. And you know what? I have been one of them because one time we were staying at the Tropicana. We were seeing Jerry Seinfeld at probably the Cosmo or something. And it's far. And like, if you haven't been to Vegas, when you drive into Vegas, I've only flown in once, but when you drive, like the strip looks like this big. But then when you're walking the strip, it is not that big. It is like miles.
But I think even when you're just standing on the strip and you're like, oh, that's the hotel we got to get to, you're like, yeah, that's not that far of a walk.
It's like a fun house because like the buildings are massive.
Well, it's like the perspective of it. It's because the buildings are so big that you're like, it's really close.
It's right there. It's not right there.
No, it's not. And even if it was, you can't just walk on the streets in Vegas. I didn't know this. I found this out the hard way. You have to like, the walking paths are like in through the hotels. Like they lead you through the hotels. You can't just walk on the sidewalk.
It's all a scam to get you to spend money. Right?
Yeah.
So we are staying at the Tropicana, and then I think it might have been the Cosmo. I can't remember, but it was far is my point. It's probably like a mile walk, and I dressed up in like a nice dress, and I wore wedges like this tall. And Jake's like, we're walking. And it was my first time in Vegas, and he's like, we're walking. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm wearing this. And he's like, Jerry Seinfeld is not going to see you. We're not that close. And I'm like, I don't care.
Just in case. I also shaved my whole body, okay?
Everything. And my nipples. That's a fun
story.
That's a fun story. Don't cut that bit and make that a clip.
She does not have hairy nipples.
No, it's like a family thing that I don't know. Does everyone else's have this conversation on Christmas?
Joke.
It's an inside joke. A Christmas joke. Anyway, so I'm wearing heels. And at one point I couldn't anymore. My feet hurt so bad. And I just took my shoes off and I risked just like, I walked Vegas.
Getting like a needle in your foot?
I was thinking a needle. Like I walked Vegas with no shoes and it was not worth it. And I should have listened to my husband. He's like,
damn it.
He's like, I was right. I know you're right. I just wanted to look nice for Jerry. And I tried to be like, my shoe, Jerry.
I have a Vegas story. So I went to Vegas for work and me and a friend, we were, just after the work stuff, we were just
what a fun workplace to get sent to.
Right. So we were just in Vegas. We were just screwing around and we were under the influence. We had,
beverages.
Yeah. And so.
Yeah.
And we were, so to get to like the walking paths when you're at the bottom. So like in the Caesar's Palace, you know where that fountain is?
Yep.
So you have to like go up an escalator to get to like the walking path. Okay. Escalator was broken. So
an escalator is never broken. It's just temporarily stairs.
And I was under the influence, so I did not want to go upstairs.
Fair.
Because who wants to fall downstairs? Okay.
No one.
So then I'm like, ugh. So we're like, okay, well, and like where that fountain is like kind of sketchy and there's homeless people everywhere in Vegas.
Yeah.
So then we're like, well, there has to be an elevator, right? So then we like go behind the escalator and there's a homeless guy like sleeping on one corner is the elevator, on the other corner is the homeless guy sleeping, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, hurry, hit the button, get in. And it's like a movie, right? Like, I'm not, like, we're both under the influence. Like, the guy, there's like a tent, the light's flickering, it's creepy as hell. And I'm like, hurry.
It does sound like a horror
But I'm like,
movie.
hitting the button, and the door's open. I'm like, hurry, quick, get in. And I'm like going in to get in, and there's another homeless guy that looks
what'd
like,
you do?
That looks
Did you get out?
Absolutely fucking bananas, sitting there staring at me, crouched in a ball. And I said, oh, and I turned around, pushed my friend out of the way. And she goes, what? And then we both just started screaming and running because this guy had the craziest eyes I've ever seen in my whole life. Drunk off my ass, running up a fucking, like, 2 flights of stairs. I am not athletic. And I swore this man was chasing us. Was he? No.
Wow.
But
those
in
are
my
some
head,
strong drinks.
Yes, and I like bolted
He's
up
probably
the
like,
stairs.
ma'am, you forgot your wallet.
Oh my
He's chasing you to be
gosh.
kind, and you're
Yes.
judging. Didn't we learn about judging people?
I'm judging every homeless person I come across when I'm drunk.
Don't judge Uber drivers because they are kind.
No, I'm judging everyone when I'm drunk. That's just how that goes.
Yeah.
So, and we ran up the stairs, and everyone was staring at us because we were panting, and we were also laughing. We were also terrified.
They were like, oh, well, that's Vegas. Nobody's probably surprised.
And this was my first time in Vegas, and I was without my husband, with just a friend.
because work. I'm sorry.
It was scary.
You'll be okay. Next time you went was with your husband.
It was fine.
So back to my Vegas.
Yeah, well,
This is like crazy, I'm gonna say. And so we're in our hotel room with 2 beds, and we like pass out from a day full of drinking. And I wake up the next morning, and I like, you know how like they always have that like you wake up next to someone and you don't know who they are, like a one night stand type thing.
Yeah.
Well, I roll over to like whatever side my husband wasn't on, and next to me, in the bed with us, was a slice of pizza. And so I took a selfie like over my shoulder like this, and it goes like when you wake up in Vegas with someone in your bed, and it was the pizza. And I was like, that's pretty much sums up our night. Like, we got hungry, we got up to the room, and I passed out before we ate the pizza. But I always thought that was like so funny to like wake up and be like, there's a pizza. It's like The Godfather, like the horse head in the bed, a pizza was in our bed.
Do you have this picture?
No, actually, you know what? I will look. I might have it saved on Snapchat.
We might post it.
I will look. This is becoming Megan has to look through all her pictures to see. Good thing I do take a lot of pictures.
You do take a lot.
I am the
of
picture
pictures.
person. Like, I like to take pictures, and I also like to take pictures of other people for doing things. For instance, like my favorite one is like when couples are walking, like my parents are walking, they hold their hand, I take a picture. Or like if you're doing something with your husband and JD, I like to take a picture because you guys are in the moment, and I want to help preserve the moment.
Like when we were dancing in the rain the other day.
Like, calm the fuck on. That was like. It was raining, and we were at my parents', and we were like picking up the babies after podcasting, and like it started downpouring, and she's like, we should like go outside. And I'm like, yeah, we should. Because I always like, you can ask my husband, we're from the desert, and anytime it rains, I'm excited. Like it's my favorite smell. I am always like, I want to touch the rain. I want to be wet. I love it. So I'm always like that. And you're like, let's go dance in the rain. I'm like,
well, why the fuck not?
and so we did. We put on some Dreams by Fleetwood. We were dancing in the rain. It was beautiful. And then you and Matthew were dancing, and I was like, I got to record this. And then I sent it to you, and I was like, it's like a movie. And it was cute.
And I appreciated it so much because
you're welcome.
How
and then you
else are we gonna
took
capture
cute
this?
pictures of me and
Baby
Baby
Grape.
I almost said her
Whoa!
real name. I was like,
What's her name?
I was like, Baby Grape. Yeah, I have some cute pictures, so thank you. But
You're
yeah,
welcome.
because like you're in the moment, so you're not gonna like pull out your phone and record it. But I'm like, I'm
I know.
over
Can you
here.
imagine? Pause.
I'm like, I was just trying to capture it, so I did.
Yeah, it was cute. It was fun. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have you? So when you, like, for example, like when you go to like Broadways and stuff, do you get like emotional, like from the music, or like do you ever?
So I don't cry a lot as like an
Yeah.
emotional response. So it's not really a good question for me because like I feel I have emotions, but I just don't cry a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to cry, but no, I can at a
Every
musical.
single time I go to like anything where the music is like really powerful and strong, I get choked up and I cry like every single time. And I thought this was like something was wrong with me, but apparently it's like a real thing. It's like it's called frisson. It's a French word.
Frisson.
Frisson. It's
Okay.
like a thing like you like feel
Mm.
the energy in the music and you get emotional and you can't control yourself, and it's so true. Like I'll be sitting there and I just like like and
Oh, wow.
I feel choked up and I just start bawling from like the power of like the singing.
Yeah.
Like Wicked every
Oh, yeah.
time. every time. Every time Elphaba gets on that broom and she starts singing, I just immediately tears, bawling.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
control
I
it.
don't, like I said, I don't cry, but I get that, like, I feel that, like, the, like, goosebumpy and, like, that, like, I don't even
Well, I
know
think
the
that's
feeling.
part of it too. Like you get the
Yeah, it's like
goosebumps
a
and you get
physical
the
response. There's just
yes,
not a lot of
that's exactly the
yeah.
definition of physical response to feeling
Yeah,
music.
I really loved Wicked. Me and my friend went and saw it, and we got there late because of traffic, and so we had to like be. Oh my god, we were sitting in the middle, like of and
Oh
we had to be usher. And
no.
he's like, the usher's like, that's where your seats are. And we're like, we don't want to be the ones to get. So he ushered us all the way there, and I felt better, but we missed the like beginning. But it was probably one of my favorites. I think Hamilton is probably one of my favorites because I had never
Yeah.
heard, I have never knew anything about it. You're the one that got me to watch
Me
it.
on a road trip.
Yeah, one of our La Jolla trips, you were like, listen to this. And at first, I feel like when I was listening to the music, I was like, okay, whatever. But then seeing it, then I think I watched it on like Disney Plus like 17 times in a row. And now I have like all, like, Wait For It is like my favorite song.
Oh my
And like there's a part
God.
in Wait For It that like gets me all choked up every time. And I can't even, and it's not even like the words, it's like the music.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not standing still. I'm
wait
lying
for it,
wait.
Yeah. They're so it's so good. I think, and then like Jesus Christ Superstar, like I grew up watching like the VHS movie of Jesus Christ Superstar that and then to see like the actual Broadway of it was
That was good. I didn't know what it was when we went.
Oh,
I
it's
thought it was. I thought
Have you
it
seen the
was
movie?
No, I'd never heard of it.
You need to see the movie, and
It was good though.
It's really good, and all the
Yeah.
music in there, like I know it, and it's funny. I was singing because I got all like I heard that Adam Lambert, you know him? No, hold on. Yeah, Adam Lambert.
Yes.
He's the one that was on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, he's the front
American
man for Queen
Idol.
now.
Yes, hit frontman for Queen. His voice is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That's a gay man right there, and I love him so much. And he did played Judas in I guess like a Broadway like a 3-day thing. And the woman what's her name, Cynthia, that played
Ariva.
She played Jesus in this for like 3 days on Broadway. They did Jesus Christ Superstar, and I was like, those are two powerful voices, and it was amazing. So I got like it in my head again, so I was listening to the soundtrack to Jesus Christ Superstar, and I started singing it to Baby Grape, thinking like, oh, this will be fun for me. She started like her lips started quivering, and like I was like, I'm making her sad, but then
her pout.
But then I saw something about like sometimes babies get really emotional when you sing them certain songs.
Yeah, they feel the
and
music.
It's funny because I started singing her like from the day she was born, You Are My Sunshine, and she also would do like a quivery lip. So I'm wondering if she's like very emotional.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was kind of cute, and then I was like, I guess
gets it from me.
Yeah, my husband's very emotional, which is yeah. So
yeah, he is emotional as hell. Have you guys ever read the book? Jake, you know it. What is it? You know it. The book I read to you at my house.
Oh, the children's book, like
yes.
What's it
has
called?
A
potty on it.
I'll love you forever. I'll love you forever.
Oh yes.
Megan was freshly postpartum, and I was like, "I'm gonna read this book to you. Have you ever heard of it?" And she's like, "No." And I was trying to get her to cry, and I look over at Jake was tearing up in the corner.
Yeah, and I was, and again,
and Megan stone cold, bro.
Two things. Again, I don't cry a lot. Like I feel things, but not crying. And then I think also when you set me up like you're gonna cry, I couldn't.
It's the
I don't know, like you said, like, oh, this is gonna be, or it's like, oh, this is so funny. Let me tell you, and then I'm like, I'm not even laughing because
you're just defying me. You're like, no, I'm not. Oh!
I will not cry. But like, yeah, the book, it was very sad. Like,
oh my god,
I don't even want to buy it because I don't want to read it to her ever. I have a lot of cute books to read her that are like fun and uplifting, but that one is like depressing. I didn't realize how much of a
sad book it was until I bought it.
Well, it has like a kid on a toilet, so I thought it was like a potty training book, and then I was like, why did that just rip at my heartstrings?
Right.
Although it's funny, I'm feeling a little teary now.
Oh.
The postpartum is kicking in now. Totally.
That's delayed.
Totally. I'm 4 months, and it's like now I'm feeling a lot more emotional.
Really? Freshly postpartum, I was a wreck.
I felt like I was pretty put together, but now I start to feel things.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're feeling your feelings?
I am feeling my feelings. It's good. It's good to feel.
Well, maybe it's like you got like a hard reset. Like maybe your hormones are all like balanced now, and now that everything's normal, then maybe you had like an opposite effect.
Probably. I remember when I had an ear surgery when I was 16. It's called an autoplasty to like correct basically like pin my ears back. And I remember thinking I'm like gonna defy the anesthesia, and and I was like, well, I'm tough. I don't even know where I'm getting this idea. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, what if I can't go under? Probably because I watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy and stuff that like I just thought, or like I used to watch a lot of like ER, like crazy things, and I'm thinking, what if I can't get put under? Like I'm gonna be awake and they're cutting me.
Yeah, I think that's like a very
anxiety
valid fear. Yeah, it's anxiety. But I feel like a lot of people are like, what if I'm under and I can feel everything? That was one of my fears when I first went
I
under.
was like, I'm not gonna be able to. What happens if I can't get put under by this? And they're like, well, you will. But I'm like, but what if? And they're like, okay, count backwards from 10. And I think I remember getting to like 8. So like I was easily put under.
Having a C-section, I was terrified that I was gonna feel it all.
What did you feel?
I felt absolutely nothing, but I was also so dissociated from like my birth was just so dramatic in general that I just remember looking up at the ceiling. The anesthesiologist asked my husband, "Do you want to watch?" And my husband said, "Yes."
That's
and
crazy.
then the anesthesiologist goes, "That's her uterus." And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Did you feel very exposed?
Yes, literally seen me all
He's
of
seen
me.
the inside.
There's nothing he hasn't seen, that man. So, yeah, he watched them pull the baby out.
I wonder what's worse, like for men to like traumatize a man, like seeing it vaginally or the insides of your body.
I would say vaginally because that's something they hold dear and near to their heart.
They're probably. I just so my cousin was visiting us and I was pregnant and he was like leaving for the night and we were all like saying our goodbyes and he was like, good luck with everything, we'll be in touch, let me know how it goes. And I'm like, yeah, okay, thank you. Like I was feeling really good. I had a very good pregnancy. And I remember he hugged my husband and he's like, if I have any advice for you, he's like, as a first time dad going into this, he was like, don't look back. And we just thought it was so funny. And he's like, seriously, you hold your wife's hand and do not look. Don't even if they say like, oh my God, don't look back. And he just kept saying it. And I think that was probably solid advice.
I looked back.
Well, you were looking forward because you were looking she had front row seats. But yes,
and I saw what Jake did not need to see.
Yeah, he didn't need to see. And and I think he did well. My husband was perfect. He like held my hand. It was like a combo, like my mom was on one side and my husband was on the other and they were holding my hands while I was like pushing. And then during the breaks, because it's exhausting. During the breaks, like I had like a, what do you call it? Like a oxygen mask on. So like during the breaks we took it off and I was thirsty. So my mom would like give me the water and then he would, and then they were like fanning me.
Like
it was
a pit team. Pew, pew, pew.
That's exactly, I was gonna say, I felt like a NASCAR. Like I was like, pew, pew. And they were like getting me all ready for the next like set of pushing. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, thank God it was only an hour because I was pretty pooped. I was pretty tired, but
that's a long time to push. Give
well,
credit.
I feel like I hear women push for like 4 hours and I'm like, oh, I only had an hour. That's pretty good. And then I hear like 1 or 2 pushes and I'm like, I want that.
I think your next baby will be like that.
Well, I think so not that I want to have, I think I had an epidural and I really liked it. And I was like, if I didn't, I think I would have known when I was pushing because they were just like push. And I'm like, I can't feel anything. So I didn't know.
I think you could have done it without an epidural.
You think?
You fucking powered. You got to fucking 6 centimeters without. And you were not like screaming, doubled over. Like you could tell you were like going through it when the contractions were going. Yeah. But you were not like to the point of like, I need the epidural now. Like you fucking powered through that shit.
I was really trying to like breathe and be calm and like of course like everyone like you and Jake and my mom were in there and like were keeping me calm too, but it's also I was really trying to like be in this like kind of like the affirmations almost you were saying to me was like each contraction is bringing you closer and like just trying to be like this isn't pain with a purpose. So like I was in a very good headspace, I feel like. But yeah, I mean I think I got scared of like what if 10 centimeters feels like, and like that's why I got that epidural.
Well, right, like, when you get to a point when there's no return.
I was just like afraid of going too far and then be like, now there's no option.
But back to what you were saying about the pushing, you feel like you could have made it less time if you knew how to push, right?
Yes, correct. I think if I would have felt it, I would have known what I was doing, because like when they were saying push or like good job, I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't feel anything. Like I could feel like pressure, I think. So that's why I was wondering, like, could you feel any of the pressure or moving with the C-section at all?
They're definitely really aggressively yanking me around, but
they're like mechanics.
I felt that I was like moving, but I didn't feel pressure or anything. Like they numbed me up really well. Oh, okay. I didn't feel squat. But
you also had didn't you already have the epidural at that point? So did that help too? Okay, so maybe that's why. Because I've heard that you can really feel tugging, and I feel like that might be a strange feeling.
Well, they do more than just, I don't know everything, but Going back to the pushing thing without the epidural, I have my best friend, she is a fucking badass, and she gave birth without any type of any pain medications, but she also didn't know how she was pushing until about an hour in that she figured out how to push correctly without any medication.
So it might just, well, to be fair, they did offer me a mirror, and that freaked me the fuck out. I was like, I don't want to see, because then I'm gonna be like, oh, I was like,
I wouldn't want to either.
I feel like going into it, like, I still thought like, okay, I'm nervous about like all these people standing there while I'm, legs open on a table. Like I'm a shy person a little bit. And
I don't think anyone likes to just be all to the wind and show everyone everything.
And you know what? That thought like went out the window pretty quickly. Yeah. I was like, take this baby.
Yeah, get it out.
I'm like, okay, it's fine. Please do whatever you got to do. Cause like I'm ready. And,
right.
Yeah. And I think I was going into it thinking like, oh my God, I need to like do this, and this before I have a baby. And I'm like, nah.
And like something I remember telling you is that the way you look down there when you're in the middle of giving birth is not your normal self. So it's
you know what? Then I was like, I don't give a fuck. These are doctors. They're probably like, what am I having for lunch after this? Like they don't care.
Right.
And I'm the only one that cares. Back to my whole thing about like I think we're all like very like we all think too much of what other people think.
You're not important enough for people to care.
They're like, I'm literally gonna deliver your baby, go deliver another baby, and go have lunch and go home. Like they don't care. Like it's just another day. Yeah. And so yeah, once I got that out of my head, now I'm like, I don't care.
I try to tell myself that a lot, and just like the mindset of no one gives a fuck about you. Everything is
you're
okay.
the only one that cares about you.
The only one that cares is you. That's it.
Yeah, it's 100% true. I know, we're learning, we're growing, we're in our growing era, our growth era.
Our exposure therapy era.
100%. It's good. It feels
good.
Having
Charlie horses on a fucking podcast, bro.
That's pretty much my favorite new thing that's happened on this podcast.
Oh my God.
It's good. We couldn't have scripted that any better. Basically what's happening is like I went in your house and stole your bananas so you'd be potassium low potassium, so this would happen. So no, I'm just kidding.
Score!
You're like, where'd my nanas go?
Bananas.
Bananas.
My son calls them ba.
Oh,
he goes ba.
He's kind of obsessed with bananas.
He loves bananas. That's where my bananas went. Yeah. JD. He's eating them all.
The baby ate them.
You see them and he sees them and he goes ba. He will not until you give him a banana. But anyway.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be a cookie. At least
I know, that's what I always say.
I almost said a vegetable. Oh my God, a fruit. At least he's eating a fruit. The whole like tomato thing has got me all messed up with fruits and veggies. So
is it a fruit?
It's a fruit.
Because it had seeds?
What is that? There's an expression. It's like, knowledge is knowing tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad or something.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's a good one.
Wisdom.
Well, I think we've reached the end of our episode for today.
I think we've arrived at our destination, y'all.
Goodbye. We love you guys.
See you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
We forgot to tell them to follow us.